Today I'm going to talk about how you can estimate the amount of CPF Life payout you'll get when you turn 65 so that it can help you with your retirement planning. And yes, I've fallen into the CPF rabbit hole because I was researching on all things CPF when I made my previous video, and yeah, I thought that this is something that we need. Unfortunately, CPF Life Estimator tool is only for those aged 55 and above in the year of 2024. What about those who are younger, right? What about someone who's a young boy like me, right, at the age of 36, trying to estimate how much CPF Life I will get when I turn 65? Now, I tried to make my own CPF Life estimator for those under the age of 55, and I'm not an Excel whiz, but I think I managed to make something workable. Now, bear in mind that these are estimations and is subject to change because CPF interest is not even fixed in stone. Also, right, things like mortality rate will affect the CPF Life monthly payout according to CPF website, right? So this is estimate only. So based on my calculator, men who are 55 years old this year, right, with FRS of $205,800 will get 1.5k and 1.65k, depending on whether they are on the basic or the standard plan. So for women who are 55 in the year 2024 and they reach the FRS of $205,800, they can expect to get 1,472 when they turn 65, or 1,523 if they pick the standard plan. So let's see whether or not these figures are true. So to do that, let's head on to CPF Life Estimator, right? I want basic plan, I'm a male, I'm born in 1969, and I have a retirement account balance of $205,800. Okay, basic plan will get 1,510. And yeah, that's not too far off from my estimator tool. Let's change it up to standard. And at standard plan, $1,650, which is actually right on point. Right back at the CPF Life Estimator, okay, we're going to change back to female, basic, same 1969 and $205,800, right? And that's $1,460, which is off by a little bit, okay, by $12. And if you change it to standard plan, right, it's $1,540, which again is off by about $17 per month. The margin of error is quite small, and I think it's quite acceptable to use my tool to estimate how much you will get. Yeah, so even CPF Life themselves, they call their tool an estimator, so it's not going to be the accurate figures. Yeah, I think it's good enough for retirement planning. Now back to my tool, I even added the amount in today's dollars, so it's easier for someone to estimate how much their payouts are going to be. So a guy who's age 55 now will receive about $1,500 when he turns 65 in 10 years time, and the actual value in today's dollars is actually $1,133 based on a 3% per annum inflation rate. Now, I think the present value is actually more important a figure because some people will look at 1,500 and think that, oh, I spend about 1,500 now, that should cover it. But actually, in today's dollars, right, that 1,500 is only about $1,100. So you actually need to make up for the other $400 if you need $1,500 for your retirement income. Now, I intend to release this calculator once it's done to my Telegram group, so join the Telegram if you want updates on this and also other great deals. For now, I'll just go through a few ages. So if you're age 25, okay, and you're a guy, you can expect to get 4.6k on the standard plan. And if you're a woman picking the standard plan, okay, $4,275. And of course, I've also included present value here. I think these are important numbers that will help you in your current retirement planning. Now this video is brought to you by Weeboo, which is giving you not one, not two, but 3 promos this month. For the first promo, simply deposit at least 500 USD and you will get 5 free shares worth at least $50 in total. The second promo gets you up to a staggering $5,000 of free shares with Moneybull. Simply deposit and maintain $2,000 until 30th April 2024 for $80 of free shares, or deposit and maintain $100,000 until 28th February 2025 for $3,000 worth of free shares, or deposit and maintain $250,000 until 28th February 2025 for $5,000 worth of free shares. Lastly, transfer in shares from other brokers and earn up to $3,150 of rewards. As a new user to Weeboo, you can participate and join all 3 promos for more than $8,000 worth of rewards. And terms and conditions apply, so check out the link below for more details. And thanks for signing up, and thanks to Weeboo for sponsoring this video. Okay, and for people in their 30s, these are the figures: 35, 40, 45, and 50. Now, of course, these ages are not available on CPF website, so that's the whole point of this tool, to estimate if you are someone under the age of 55 right now. Now, after playing around with my tool, Now, after playing around with my calculator, I realized that the CPF Life payout may increase for younger people over time, right? But because of inflation, you see that the present value will always hover around $1,100 to $1,300. And that's no surprise because FRS, we estimate it to increase at about 3.5% per annum, whereas your CPF accounts will give about 4% on the retirement account money. And therefore, that is going to more or less offset a 3% inflation. Now, there are some limitations to this calculator, and I think the main problem is that it only uses the FRS to calculate the payouts. And some people will not hit the FRS, and some people will have more and top up to even the ERS. So I intend to include those features into my calculator before releasing it. But do let me know if you have any suggestions, right? Leave them in the comments box below. Now, how much you need to retire is of course a very subjective thing, but I think 1,000 plus for most people might not be enough. According to researchers from NTU and Lee Kuan Yew School of Public Policy, right, the amount required by an elderly person aged 65 and up is as high as almost $1,500. And yeah, so CPF Life payout might not be that sufficient for your retirement needs. The government has since responded to say that the report is not just about basic needs like housing, food and clothing, but it is also what individuals would like to have. And I think that really spells out the approach that the government takes towards things like CPF Life, MediShield Life, etc., which is they will only cover the barest and most basic of needs, and the rest is really up to us Singaporeans to prepare for ourselves. So to bridge the gap between your CPF Life payout and the amount you need for retirement, you could perhaps do things like top up a little bit more, right? The ERS has been adjusted to double of FRS from 2025 onwards, so that is a viable option that you can look at, and I actually will look at the pros and cons of doing this in future. Also, I intend to do a lot more content on retirement in the near future, so subscribe to my Telegram group to get updates and more great deals. And also check out this video where I talk about my CPF savings and how I manage them, and I'll see you in that video.